Good morning, students. Myself, Mrs. Karuna Devi. I am here to guide you the first unit of 8th standard maths. We have already finished our first practice set 1.1 in our last video. Now let's start the next topic, that is practice set 1.2. Here we are going to learn about comparison of rational numbers. Here I have drawn one number line for you which help us to understand the comparison more clearly. At the center of the number line there is 0. The right side of the 0, all of the positive numbers are here. The left side of the 0, all negative numbers are here. If we will compare the 0 towards the positive number, then positive numbers, all the positive numbers are having greater value than 0. If we will compare the 0 and the negative numbers, then 0 is having more value than the negative numbers. If we will compare the positive numbers and the negative numbers, then negative numbers are having less value, so they are less than the positive numbers. Now let's take up an example. Suppose here there are two numbers 25 and 48. It means it's a positive 25 and positive 48. Among this, if both the number are positive, then the number which is having greater value, that is the greater number. So we will solve it like this way. 25 is less than 48. But if this both the number are having negative value, then see here in second question 25 is also having negative symbol and 48 is also having the negative symbol. Then in this type of the case, the number, if both the numbers are negative, then the number which is having less value, that number is greater than the bigger number. It means that negative 25 is greater than negative 48. It means in the case of negative numbers, the number which is less in value is greater than the bigger one, just opposite to the first one. But if one of the number is having negative symbol and the another number is having positive symbol, then in this situation don't think about the number's value. In this case, if the one of the number is positive and another one is negative, then in this type of the situation, the number which is positive is a greater than the negative one. It means negative 25 is less than the positive 48. See, if 25 is having positive value and 48 is having negative, then again don't think about the numbers. Here we have to think about the symbol. As the 25 is smaller than 48 but it is having positive symbol. 48 is greater than 25 but it is a negative symbol. It means that this 48 goes in the left side of the number line and 25 goes in the right side of the number line. So naturally 25 is greater than the negative 48. If we will compare the numbers with the 0, suppose the number is 34 and we have to compare it with the 0. As 0 is not having a symbol, it's a neutral one, and the 34 is having symbol, that is positive. It means that positive 34 is greater than 0. If this 34 is having negative symbol and the another number is 0, then this negative 34, it means it goes at the left side of the 0, so naturally it will be less than the 0, so 0 is having greater value, that is negative 34 is less than the 0. Now let's compare the fractional numbers. If the number is there, that is 5 upon 4 and negative 6 upon 4. If the denominators are same, then we have to look towards the numerator. Here it is a positive 1 and this one is a negative 6. Then as we know that 6 is greater than 5 but it is having a negative symbol, that's why it will be the less than positive 5 upon 4. So positive 5 upon 4 is greater than negative 6 upon 4. If we have to compare any fractional number with 0, then this fractional number is having positive symbol and we have to compare that with the 0. Then as we know that 0 is at the middle and at the right side all the positive numbers which are having greater value. So naturally 2 upon 3 is greater than 0. If we will compare the 0 with any negative number, that is 4 upon 6, then in the same situation 0 is at the middle and at the left side of the 0 there are negative numbers. The 0 is having greater value than the negative numbers. So 0 is greater than negative 4 upon 6. Let's move towards our practice set number 1.2. Let's start question number 1. Compare the following numbers by using the proper symbol of greater than, smaller than and is equal to. The first sum is there, that is negative 7 and negative 2. Here 7 is having greater number than the 2, but both are negative. It means the number which is having less value, that will be the greater one. So negative 7 is less than the negative 2. Second one, we have to compare the negative 9 upon 5 with the 0. As it's 9 upon 5 is having negative symbol, so it is less than the 0. So 0 is greater than negative 9 upon 5. See the third sum, 8 upon 7 and 0. As 8 upon 7 is not having symbol, it means that it's a positive one. So if we will compare the positive number with the 0, then the positive number is greater than the 0. So naturally 8 upon 7 is greater than 0. Now in the same way, we have to solve this sum, but here we have to comparison between the fractional numbers. The first one is negative 5 upon 4 and the second number is 1 upon 4. Here both the numbers are having same denominator, that is 4. It means we can directly think about the numerator. Here 5 is having negative symbol and 1 is not having symbol, it means that it's positive one. So naturally if one of the number is negative and another one is a positive, then without looking towards the denominator we can say that it is the positive is a greater than the negative one. So negative 5 upon 4 is less than 1 upon 4. See here again same type of the sum you have to solve in your own, because it's a simple one just like as a fourth one. Here the denominator is the same and the simple nominators are given 40 and 141. So we can easily say that which is a greater one and which is a small one. So this sum you have to solve in your own. Again here this 6 sums also you have to solve. Here again same denominators are there and the numerator is having the difference, but their value, their symbol is same one, negative 17 upon 20 and negative 13 upon 20. In the case when the two negative symbol numbers are there, then the number which is a smaller value, that is a bigger one as compared to the previous one. So these two sums you have to solve by your own. Now let's move towards the next sum. In this case the denominator of both the numbers are different. First one is a 15 by 12 and second one is 7 by 16. So in this case we have to make the denominator at first equal and then we can able to compare them. Otherwise we can having second method, that is the cross multiplication of the numerators and the denominators. So let's see the first method at first. In this case what we have to do, 15 upon 12 and 7 upon 16. So we have to calculate, we have to multiply this 16 to 15 also and 12 also. It means 15 multiplied by 16 and 12 multiplied by 16. Now about the second number, that is 7 upon 16. Again we have to multiply to both the number by the same number, that is the first denominator. It means the 12 one. 15 into 16, it means it will be 240 upon 12 into 16. 12 into 16, the answer will be 192. You can calculate it properly. In the second case, 7 multiplied by 12, it means 12 sevens are, or the 7 12s are 84, and 16 into 12 or the 12 into 16, it means it will be the 192. Now both the numbers are having same denominator, so we can think about the numerators. Here the first number, it means 240 is greater than 84, so 240 divided upon 192 is greater than 84 upon 192. So we have to write at last the actual question. It means 15 upon 12 is greater than 7 upon 16. The same question you can solve in another way. In this case, 15 upon 12 and 7 upon 16. Here you have to do the cross multiplication of the numbers. How? Let's see here. At first we will write the first numerator, that is 15, multiply to the second number's denominator, that is 16, comma, and first number's denominator, it means 12, will be multiplied with the second number's denominator, it means 7. This is called the cross multiplication. First numerator with the second denominator and first denominator with the second numerator. 15 into 16, the answer will be 240, and 12 into 7, the answer will be 84. So we have to compare these two numbers. 240 is greater than 84. Naturally, the number which is towards the side of 240, that is 15 upon 12, is greater than 7 upon 16. So like that way, there are many ways we can able to solve this type of the sum. Among these two, whatever you feel easy that you can use to solve your question. Now let's move towards the question number 8. Here this is our question number 8, where negative 25 upon 8 and negative 9 upon 4, again denominators are different, but here we can having one idea that we can able to make this second denominator twice. So this 4 will be multiplied by the 2, so it will become 8. So we can able to solve this sum very easily. This you have to solve by your own. Now let's see about the question number 9, where first number is there, that is 12 upon 15 and 3 upon 5. Let's see here that I will show you. 12 upon 15 and 3 upon 5. Here we can easily make this 5 to 15. How? If we will multiply this 5 to the 3, then 5 3s are 15, then this second denominator will be matched to the first denominator. So if we will multiply the 5 with 3, then same number we have to use to multiply with the first one. It means 3 multiply with the 3 only. Now just copy this first one, 12 upon 15, comma, 3 3s are 9 and 5 3s are 15. Now we get the both denominators equal. So we can think about denominators, that is positive 12 and positive 9. So if we will compare the two positive numbers, the number which is having greater value, that is the greater one. So 12 upon 15 is greater than 9 upon 15. So therefore we have to write the question again, that is
12 upon 15 is greater than
3 upon
now
5.
the last question is there, that is 10th one. Negative 7 upon 11 and negative 3 upon 4. Again you have to do the cross multiplication, or you can make the denominator equal and you can able to solve this sum.
So student, like that way we have solved our practice set number 1.2. Among that, question number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7th and 9th one I have already shown you. The remaining questions you have to solve by your own. Our today's assignment is to complete the practice set 1.2 in your notebook. Thank you.